Hello, welcome to Variable Valley. Let's learn about variables. Variables store values. The values could be numbers, strings, or even objects. Here's a piece of code where we use a variable with the name n, the assignment operator, which is the equal sign, and the value is 5. So 5 is stored in the variable n. Later in the code, we could use that variable n with a command such as the step command. Step n. Since n is 5, we're stepping 5. So anywhere in your code where you use a number, you could use a variable instead. Just make sure you assign the variable a value before you use it. Let's look at an example. Here's an example where we have 3 variables in the code. N has the value of 5, and it looks like n is controlling how many times the loop goes around. X has the value of 5, and it looks like that's how much we're stepping each time. D has the value of 72, and that is the amount of degrees that we're turning each time. And if we look at the challenge, you could see the monkey is stepping and turning in order to go in a circular pattern. Okay, so let's just go ahead and run this. And what's really cool in CodeMonkey is there's this table here that will tell you the starting value of all the variables, and if they change, that change will appear there as well. Oh, it looks like we need to change the value of how far it steps. X. 10. So X should actually be 10. And since we changed that to 10, now when we step X, it'll say, what's the value of X? 10. So you see how X is 10 now? Okay, let's look at one more example. Now in this example, you could see that the monkey is stepping in a spiral sort of pattern. And first, the monkey is stepping 8, turning, and then stepping 12, turning, stepping 16, turning, 20, turning, and 24. How are these numbers changing each time? Yeah, it's changing by 4 each time. 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 4 is 16, and so on. And you see how the code they're giving us, they have D is equal to 8. So that's the initial distance here. And then we have a loop where we're stepping a certain amount, D, and then turning left. And we're doing that over and over again. But we want this D to be 4 more each time. So the way you code that is say D equals D plus 4. This is a really common way of coding a variable changing by a certain amount each time. So the way the code works, it will evaluate what's on the right-hand side. Say, what's the current value of D? 8. Add 4 to it, and then put it into the new value of D. And that happens over and over again. Also, let's just look at this code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I think we actually need to loop 5 times instead of 3. So let's go ahead and run this. And remember to look at the variable table to see how it changes. See this variable table? See how D is changing? Isn't that cool? I love having this table. All right, very good. Now that we've reviewed variables, it's your turn to try variables. Good luck.